Some innovation into your home.
Okay.
Contact
Here we go.
Davis
10 seconds.
Today at 540-483.
You know, we could bring up the paper and you could hold that up so we can.
No.
you want to sell the paper?
Hey.
Hey, now which articles did you write in this one?
Well, actually, I bylined
Uh-huh.
the high school boys story,
Okay.
and I think that was the only one I bylined in this issue.
They've got all the details on who plays who, when.
Had some staff photos,
Okay, there you go.
and the rest of them were technically staff reports.
Ah,
But
technically.
of
What does
course,
that mean, technically?
It means I wrote it
Oh, okay,
because
but-
I am staff.
Oh, you are staff. Okay, I was
That's
wondering.
kind of like my pseudonym, I guess you'd say.
I was wondering how that thing worked. I said, oh my gosh, there must have a lot of people on there. No, not really. Okay.
You can only fool some of the people
Yes.
some of the time, I think P.T. Barnum said.
Yeah, yes, he was quite a character, wasn't he? This is MidWeek Sports Report. Steve Marsh from Franklin News Post.
Before we get going again, let me give a few shout-outs here.
Okay.
I need to talk, the indoor track and field team.
Yeah.
They qualified, through regional qualifying. They'll have 4 competitors going to the state indoor track meet this weekend in Hampton.
Okay. What do you know? What they'll be?
Let's
those
see,
be
it's
doing?
Trent excuse
or
me.
at least what they're doing.
Trent Whitaker in the 1,000-meter run.
Okay.
Luke Erickson in the 1,600. They've got a young lady in the girls shot put, and their champion pole vaulter, a young lady by the name of Gracie Arrington,
Oh, okay.
will be competing.
All right.
And on the local college front, Ferrum's men's team's done
Oh
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
year.
They got beat a couple times.
Yeah, they didn't qualify for the tournament.
Mhm. Okay.
So they're done for the year, but Ferrum's women's team is in the conference tournament semifinals
Okay.
Saturday against Berea College out of Kentucky, and that game will be played in Greensboro College,
Okay. Okay.
as will the title game on Sunday should they get there.
How good are they this year?
Well, they come into the conference Final Four as the only non-20 game winner.
Okay.
But they too have, they're playing their best ball of the year right now.
Okay, so they're peaking.
Yeah, they bring a 7-game winning streak into the conference tournament, and they're making, I believe, it's their 13th consecutive appearance in the semifinals.
Okay.
So they've been.
Have they ever? How far have they ever gone before?
They've won it. They've won it twice under their current head coach, and once under their past head coach.
Oh, okay.
So they've made 4 NCAA tournament appearances since I've been here.
All right. Who's the best? Who looks like the lead tonight? I mean, this weekend's game.
Well, Berea is 22-3, the team they're playing.
Okay.
So
wow. Where do they play?
And
What
s-
league they play?
USA South.
Okay.
This is their first year in the USA
Oh, okay.
South.
I've never heard of them before. Sorry.
And obviously,
Who's that?
and Ferrum's departing the league after this year.
Oh, that's right. And they're going to what?
The ODAC,
Okay. Okay.
who's having their men's and women's tournaments are in the begin quarterfinal round play tomorrow at the Salem Civic Center.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
That should be
you
interesting.
need to watch out for that. And our favorite sport of amateur wrestling.
Okay, the other kind. Okay.
Yeah, the real deal.
Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah. Where the guys don't punch each other in the face
Right,
and
yeah, they
gouge
don't
the
have
eyes or anything?
Chair shots or anything
No,
like that.
not allowed to do that.
None
huh?
of those fake chair shots.
Oh man, that's not fake. You know that's real.
Anyway,
That's the flow.
yeah, he knows. I bet he's probably taken a few.
You can take another one in the face. Boom. Oh, sorry.
Anyway, he went from script writer to script performer.
Yeah, what
though,
was
didn't
that all about? Wait a minute now. So, I mean, that doesn't look safe.
he? Plus, I think he did. Didn't he do color commentary at one time?
Oh yeah,
too?
he wants to mix it up, doesn't he? All around guy. Yeah, okay.
But anyway, Ferrum's wrestling team is hosting the Southeast Regionals on Friday and Saturday at the Hawkins Gym.
Okay.
So they won their regional title a year ago and sent 3 wrestlers to the NCAA Nationals. So they'll be trying to do that again this year, trying to go back to back.
Okay.
And
I want to ask you a little bit about
Okay.
the ODAC, because what is the competition like different going to be for Ferrum next year, next season?
I think they're gonna have to step up in a lot of their
Really?
programs.
Okay.
Because the ODAC probably from top to bottom
Better.
is better than the USA South.
Okay. Okay.
And I mean, some of the newer sports that Ferrum has, like take men's lacrosse for instance,
Okay.
they'll be stepping up into probably one of the better men's lacrosse conferences in Division III,
Really?
because you've got we got longtime power of Washington and Lee.
Okay.
You've got Roanoke College, who's been a long-time power. Lynchburg College is my alma mater, is the kind of the bully on the block right now. I mean, they're I'm not sure. I think 3 years removed from an appearance in the national title game.
Okay.
And then you've got Hampton-Sydney, which won the conference last year. And Randolph-Macon is traditionally pretty good. And you got, I think, once they get Ferrum, they'll either, I think it's,
And where's Ferrum going in that mix anyway? How's it?
they may struggle at first. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna, like I said, they're gonna have to step
Whole
up.
new thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to step up their level of play in a lot of sports. Field hockey, which is another young program that's coming along.
To see who the first team is going to come to Ferrum to play. I'd like to see how that happens.
Well, actually, Ferrum's football team is going to open with a conference game next
Really?
year
Okay.
because they're in the middle of contracts with. They're entering the ODAC
Okay.
in the middle of a football contract cycle,
Okay.
and see they always play Emory and Henry every year,
All right.
and because it's been a non-conference game up until this coming fall, it's been in the opening date.
Okay. Okay.
So it'll be in the opening date this year as a conference game, and then
How do they fare in the past against Emory?
well, once Rob Grande got there as the head coach, he's 2-0.
Okay.
Now they had lost a significant number of games against Emory and Henry prior to his arrival.
Okay.
So
That's good.
he's sort of turned the corner in that series, and he's had a 7-win season and an 8-win season and 2 back to back. So
I'd like to see when they put that schedule
they,
out.
they'll come into the ODAC with a lot of promise.
Okay. Because they dealt with some of these teams before. So. Okay.
Yeah, because he's played. Well, he's the only one the only one out of the conference that they have never played is Washington and Lee. And as fate would have it, they're the reigning conference champions. But they'll have a new coach, and Ferrum will be playing Washington Lee on its homecoming date. So,
Okay.
but they've played everybody else, during their Division III years. It's been sometime since I think they'll be playing Randolph-Macon for the first time since 1990, and I think they'll be playing Guilford for about the first time since 2006, I believe. So
there's a lot of new stuff.
at least they've scrimmaged Guilford in the past since 2006, but they've never played them as a regular season opponent.
A real game. Okay. Now, when you mentioned the ODAC and playing in Salem, I just want to bring up the fact that when will the tournament pairings for the Division III basketball come up? Because this is the last season, I think, that the championship is going to be at the Salem Civic Center, unfortunately.
Yes, and let's see. I think they'll come. I think both the men's and women's will come out sometime on Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Because most of a lot of your conference tournament championship games are on Sunday.
Yeah.
And most all of the teams that will qualify for the national tournament in men's and women's basketball will receive automatic bids.
Okay.
And
It's not like the
to win
football
to-
where you see almost always the same teams, but it's pretty close sometimes.
yes,
I saw Augustana play. They used to be a powerhouse in football.
Yes.
a couple years ago. Saw them play, and they got whooped in the final, but they came back 2 years later and just barely lost by a point or two in the championship.
In the basketball?
Yeah, basketball. It's like, oh, because that's my brother's school. They come to town.
Well, I know they were. When I first started covering Division III athletics, they were the bully on the block in football.
Yeah, that's right. They were almost always there, but I never saw them play. I really would like to, but so. And then where's the Division III going after? I mean, why do they want to leave Salem? Come on now, they're going to some bigger stadium, right?
Well, they are in football
Yeah.
because eventually they're going to play the Stag Bowl at the site of where the NFL plays a Hall of Fame game.
Oh, in Canton?
Yeah.
Holy moly! Okay. Ooh, that's
And
gonna be
they're going
pretty.
this next year. They're going to a place in Texas, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everything's bigger in Texas. I know. I get
Well,
it.
I mean, Salem probably could have kept the game if they wanted, but they
We did
some
this
of the
enough.
things they were going to be asked to do,
No,
they really
beyond.
didn't. Modify the stadium over there to put like a video boards. And,
Okay. I think that can only help. I mean, now what are they going to do? They don't have the Stag Bowl. That's a good stadium. They need to use.
The VHSL will still count on them to
No, okay, host some
host,
things. I mean,
state
they're going to build
plays.
a hotel over there too now.
state tournament play.
So,
State football playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, that might be a good sign.
And
for
there
them.
might be. They were having some Division III All-Star games over there in the month of December. I'm not
Okay,
sure if those will
okay.
remain there or not.
Yeah. The old field they use for baseball sometimes in postseason. I thought they were doing something with that occasionally. Where the Salem team used to play further down.
Well,
Memorial
the new one, Memorial, has been a former host of the Division III College World Series,
Oh, okay.
but that's been some time ago.
Yeah. Okay. Possibilities. We got about a minute or so left. My goodness gracious, time flies. What do you want to?
I didn't think I could talk. that
Oh no,
long.
of course not. Of course you can't. Carlton won't shut up. You just got to
Yeah, I
say,
know.
hey, see how quiet he was today?
I know it.
Look at that.
I don't know what his. I don't know what my compadre's situation is. I don't know why they've left me out in the cold like
Yeah,
this.
look at that. That's
Or
terrible.
in this case,
Terrible.
left me out in the hot.
That's true. It's 81 degrees in here. I'm looking at the temperature gauge right now above your head. Whew. It came out to 75 degrees today outside. This is February 21st, 2018. Something's seriously wrong there.
But it's been. I guess it's been better up here today than it was. I live in Henry County. And
Okay.
It finally cleared up around 3 o'clock, I think.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Wrap it up in 30 seconds or so here. What do we got?
I don't know. Like you said,
Tonight,
tonight
Eagles.
we're going to see if the Eagles can advance to the state tournament for the 5th time in program history.
Got
They've, if I'm not mistaken, they've hosted 4 games. Let's see, 1, 2, 4. Was it? I know they've been beat in this round at home twice.
okay.
Last year, of course, after they'd already clinched a state berth, and then back in 2005, I think when former Virginia Tech player Lewis Witcher was a junior, they got beat at the buzzer by Potomac on a coast-to-coast layup.
That must be painful to watch.
So
Ah.
it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Okay. All right. Well, and of course we've got the Hokies and Clemson coming up in about 1 hour from right about now. So hope you keep tuned here on WYTI. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for now, huh?
Okay,
Thank you, Steve.
I'll be back next week. I don't know who will be with me. I hope I won't be left out.
Oh my goodness, it's just embarrassing.
Left out on an island.
That's right. Okay. Thanks for joining us today, folks.
Davis Heating and Air Conditioning is all about
I hope
innovation.
there won't be any
Like the
media critics out there.